So in this video, I'm going to show you something really fun called magic diamonds. And here is what a magic diamond looks like. A magic diamond has four numbers. So you can see that the top and the bottom are going to be your product on the top and your sum on the bottom. So remember, product implies multiplication, sum is addition. The way that you get your product and your sum are based on the two numbers that you can see I've written in black. Those are going to be on your left and your right. So these essentially are just fun number puzzles. If you are able to figure out why and how we're using them, I would love to hear that. But for right now, I don't want you to question it too much. I just want you to embrace it and enjoy it. And I promise that it's all going to come together when you watch the next video. So there's four different types of magic diamonds, depending upon which number combinations you're given. So we're going to explore two types of each of the four. So here's our first two examples. You can see in both examples, you've been given the two black numbers. So in both diamonds, you're looking for the product on the top and your sum on the bottom. So I know that 3 times -5 gets me to -15 because we're multiplying to get to the top. And 3 plus -5 gets me to -2 of my sum on the bottom. I know -2 times -4 gets me to +8. And I know -2 plus -4 gets me to -6. So hopefully that feels straightforward. The next possible option, which gets a little trickier, is what if I give you the top and the bottom? So in both of these, I've given you the product and I've given you the sum. And you, again, this is where it's a puzzle, you have to figure out what are your two missing numbers that get you that product and that sum. Well, I know here on the left, I know my numbers here are going to be 3 and 4 because 3 times 4 is going to get me my product of 12 and 3 plus 4 is going to get me my sum, of 7. I just want to say now that as we go through these next examples, you're welcome to pause the video at any time and see if you can figure out the number puzzle on your own before I get to it. So this next one, -50 and -5. You'll notice here we have negative numbers involved. I know that I have a negative sum and a negative product. Well, the only way that we can get a negative product is by multiplying a positive by a negative. So I know that one of my numbers here is going to be negative and the other is going to be positive. Well, in order to multiply to -50 and add to -5, I know I'm going to have -10 and +5. Let's move on. Now, this is the next type. I've given you the product and one number, so you now have to find the sum and the other number. Same thing here. We're finding the sum and the other number. So -8 times what gets me to +8. So that means I'm going to have a -1 here, and then -1 plus -8 gets me to -9. Over on the right, 4 times what gets me to 24? So this is going to be a 6. And then 6 plus 4 is 10. All right, the last set here. Now I've given you one of the numbers and the sum. So now you need to find the product and the other number. And again, over here, the product and the other number. So I know if I'm adding to get to 9, if I have 0 plus something gets me to 9, this is going to have to be 9. And then we know 9 times 0 is 0. On the right here, I'm saying 5 plus something gets me to -3. So that's going to have to be -8. And then I know -8 times 5 is going to be -40. So you're going to do a bunch of practice right now of magic diamonds. If you have any questions, let me know. And again, if you have any sense of where we're heading with this, I would love to hear from you. Good luck.